Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We're Diesel Drunks. Stay tuned and know about the projects. The newest project here at Diesel Drunks is this 1978 Chevy K20. It's got a 355 in it with a mild cam, and it's been sitting in the field for quite a long time. This truck has been in the family for generations, and we're ready to turn it into a fun project that we can share with you guys. And we're going to build it into an all-around fun truck. Sled pulling, drag racing, smoky burnouts, donuts, who knows? Just an all-around fun truck. Stay tuned and you can see what happens. So when we pulled this truck out of the field, it had this massive plow on it. And rather than get rid of the entire plow setup, we're going to utilize the mount and we're going to modify it so that we can have it as a weight bar for sled pulling. Now, let's come check out the engine. This is a Chevy 350. Bored 30 over to a 355. It has a Holley 650 on it with a mild cam. This motor, it's been hit and go for the last little while we've been trying to get it up and running and get it out of the field. But we're going to try to get it running, and that way we can test everything else on the truck until we decide what we're going to put in it. Let's check out the rest of the truck. Alright, so we've talked about what the truck is, what the project is, what we want to do with it. We've talked about the engine. Now, let's talk about the rest of it. So, the truck's been sitting for a long time, and it's in pretty bad condition. We're going to fix a few things on the body just to kind of, make it a little bit more practical, but we're going to leave as much of this old school rust on it as we can. That way it's kind of a sleeper forever out on the street. So, you see all the junk in the bed, and we're going to get this all cleaned out. That way we can put a fuel cell in it, because we don't really want to mess with the good old stock fuel tank. And a fuel cell is a lot more practical and safe in the automotive world. These tires amaze me. These are bi-ply radials that have been on this truck for around 20 to 25 years. And they haven't been aired up in probably 20 years. And they still are holding there. We're probably going to put... actually, we haven't really decided what we're going to put on it yet. Because based on based on the application of what we're going to use it for, we might have a different tire setup for each one. Let's move on to the next thing.
Okay, guys, we talked about what we're going to do with this truck, kind of what's going on with the truck, some issues we're going to have to fix. Had a vacuum leak on here. This little Holley carburetor, I went through it all. Had to put this vacuum hose on. Right here, that red one right there. Didn't notice it when we were pulling it out of the pasture, trying to mess around with it a little bit. Hopefully that fixed it. Had to fill up our little gas can over there. Eventually that's going to get the fuel cell in the bed. Eventually. Got on a little trickle charge right now. Charging up the battery. The battery's good, just want to be certain. Get some gas thrown in it real quick. Toss that little can in there. And I'll show you guys it when it's all running. If this doesn't fix it, I'll let you all know. Show you what we're going to do is see if we can try to fix it. If not, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve that wasn't our vacuum leak right there. Hopefully it was. We'll find out here in a second. I'll let you all know. Okay, guys, here we go. I got the battery hooked up. I got some fuel in the tank. Our little jerry-rigged fuel cell. Just a little FYI, it's not touching the header. It is close. This is just a temporary setup. Like I said, we plan on getting the fuel cell put in the bed, and it's not just funneling fuel into the carb. It's just run right down to the fuel pump, so it's pumping the same amount of fuel it would if it was stock. Nothing eyeball about it, it's still just pulling fuel from a tank. So give it a shot here. I don't have a second person here right this second to film for this for you guys, so bear with me. Gonna be a little sketchy, but don't try this at home. All right. Okay, so I think our battery's a little more dead than what I thought. Give me one sec here, let me check a couple things, see what I can come up with. Guys, we're gonna try this real quick. I got our charger on start mode. It's supposed to be the boost mode. It's kind of a newer charger, so it doesn't work real well. We'll see how this goes. Don't know if it's actually gonna do it or not. I just gotta get the crank over enough to get more fuel in the car and get the pop off so we can get some adjustments up and see if that's fixing our issue or not. Alright, so battery's a little more dead than I thought. We're gonna put it on a trickle charge for a little bit, a little longer, see if that helps it. I'll come back out in a couple minutes, let you guys watch and see if we can get this thing fired off today.